This is R.D. Sharma Solution, Class 11, Chapter 29, Limits, Exercises 29.8. This is question number 25. 2 to the power n minus 1 sine a by 2 to the power n, limit n tends to infinity. So how do we do this? 2 to the power n minus 1, 2 raise n minus 1, we'll write as 2 raise n divided by 2, it's same, one and the same thing. And here sine a by 2 to the power n, and this theta, that is we are making a by 2 to the power n, we are including ourselves and introducing other a by 2 to the power n, limit n tends to infinity. So this is n tends to infinity. What does it mean? A by infinity, that is going to be 0. So sine 0 by 0. So sine 0 by 0, let us change it first. A by 2 to the power n, we are putting it as y or t, any alphabet you can take. So what this will be? Sine y by y, and you have limit. Now what will be the limit? Since this is infinite, a by infinite is 0, so y tends to 0, sine y by y. Now this a 2 to the power n, this guy gets cancelled, a by 2 will remain, a by 2. This sine y by y, sine theta by theta, limit theta tends to 0 is going to be 1, so a by 2 will remain. This is question number 26. Sine a by 2 to the power n, sine b by 2 to the power n. So this is same as the previous one. We have numerator, denominator, so we'll do the same thing. So this a by 2 to the power n, or a to raise n, n is infinity. So a by infinity is 0. This is going to be 0. Sine 0 by sine 0, 0 by 0 is going to be infinite. What we'll do? Same thing for both of these we are going to do. Okay. So here we have sine a by 2 raise n, and then we are introducing a to raise n and multiplying by a raise 2 by n. This is first. Then we have sine, denominator sine b 2 raise n, and you have b by 2 raise n. And we are introducing this b by 2 raise n because you have to have this for cancellation. Now I am taking limit here. N tends to infinity. Now if a by 2 to the power n, if you put as some alphabet, say y. So what it is going to be? If n is infinity, a by 2 raise n infinity is infinity, a by infinity is 0, so y tends to 0. So this will be sine y by y, and this remains a by 2 to the power n. And then this first portion we have done. Now applying the limit here, same thing we are going to do. B by 2 raise n. So b by 2 raise n is, let us take it as z. So this n is infinity, 2 raise n, infinity is infinity, b by infinity is 0. So z tends to 0. And here we have this z by sine z. Z by sine z it will come. Okay. And there is one more thing, b by 2 raise n is remaining, is there. Okay, this is sine y by y, this is going to be 1, this is also going to be 1. So you have a by 2n and b by 2 raise n, this is going to become 2 raise n, 2 raise n cancel, only a by b will remain, and that is going to be the final answer. Now question number 27. Here we have limit x tends to minus 1, x square minus x minus 2 by x square plus sine x plus 1. And this x square plus x is given in the bracket. And since we see x plus 1 multiple number of times, how? Okay, let us take the numerator first. X square minus x minus 2 minus x minus 2, you can write it as x square minus 2x plus x minus 2. So you have x minus 2 plus 1 and x minus 2 inside. Now you can take x minus 2 outside and x minus 2, and then x plus 1 will remain. So x square minus x minus 2 can be written as x minus 2 and x plus 1. So we have actually factorized it. You have taken the factor? Okay. Now this x square plus x can be written as how? Take x as common. So x plus 1 will be there, and then sine x plus 1. Sine x plus 1. So you have x plus 1, sine x plus 1. See, x plus 1 is coming number of times. And x is tending to minus 1 also. So t and y, anything you can take, t or y, anything. We are taking, say, y as x plus 1. So this will, wherever x plus 1 is there, replace by y. This is y, this is also sine y. What else is remaining? X minus 2. So y is x plus 1, that is x is y minus 1. So put x as y minus 1. So y minus 1 minus 2 is y minus 3. That is x, in this case, x is going to be y minus 1. So wherever you have x, you can place it like this. Y minus 3 will come. And here y was already there, x plus 1. Now in place of x, what are you going to write? Y minus 1. Right? Now you see y is there everywhere. So take y and divide it numerator denominator. Or you can take y common from numerator denominator, same thing. Y gets cancelled. That is, again y gets cancelled. I am dividing every term by y. So now applying the limit y tends to 0. Limit y tends to 0. So when x tends to minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So y is tending to 0. So limit y tends to 0. Now this y is 0. So 0 minus 3. And this is 0 minus 1. And sine y by y. So this is going to be 1. Minus 3 by, this is minus 1, plus 1 is 0. So minus 3 by 0 is infinite. Infinite will come. Infinite is okay. Don't worry about this. Infinite will come. Okay. Coming to question number 28. So x square minus x minus 2, x square minus 2x plus sine x minus 2. Exactly same question, almost similar to the previous one. So this is x square minus x minus 2. If you remember, it was x minus 2 and x plus 1. X minus 2 and x plus 1. I'll just change it. This is x minus 2x, so we are taking x common, x minus 2, then you have sine x minus 1. So you have x minus 2. So you have multiple x minus 2 here. So now take this y as x minus 2. When we take y as x minus 2, just replace this y as x minus 2. So x minus 2, put y, here also y, here also sine y. Okay, this x, now in place of x, what you can write? Y plus 2 here. Then you have x plus 1. So y as x minus 2 plus 1. X, this is minus, so y plus 1. So this is going to be y plus 3. Okay, I am placing x as y plus 2. So now dividing y, so this gets cancelled, sine y by y, dividing numerator denominator by y. You have y plus 3, then you have y plus 2 here, then you have sine y by y is going to be 1, applying the limit. So if x is tending to 2 and we have written y as x minus 2, so y is tending to 0, because 2 minus 2 is 0. So this y, now apply the limit, y as 0, so 0 plus 3 is 3, 0 plus 2 is 2, sine y by y, that is sine, this is going to be 1, so 3 by 3, 1 is going to come. Question number 29, limit x tends to 1, 1 minus x, tan pi x by 2. So x is tending to 1 here, so x tends to 1, x is tending to 1. So what we can do is, we can take the left hand limit, we can put x as 1 minus h. So replacing x by 1 minus h. Okay. So we have 1 minus h, 1 minus x, in place of x we are writing 1 minus h, 10 pi, in place of x we are putting 1 minus h by 2. So 1 minus h is 1 minus 1 plus h. This is tan, h tan. This is pi by 2, pi by 2 minus pi by 2 is tan 90 minus theta is what? Cot theta. So h cot theta. Tan 90 plus theta is cot 90 minus theta is cot theta. So cot we can write it as 10. So h by 10 pi by 2 h. Okay, now we need to introduce this pi by 2. pi by 2 here, so pi by 2 in the denominator also. This is going to be, now applying the limit. This is tan theta by theta, inverse of that. It is going to be 1 anyways. Okay, x tends to 1, so what will be h? So h will be 1 minus x. So x is tending to 1, so h is going to be tending to 0. So this is 1, this is pi by 2, so 2 goes up, 2 by pi. 2 by pi is going to be the answer. Question number 30. Limit x tends to pi by 4, 1 minus 10x, 1 minus root 2 sin x. So if you apply the direct limit pi by 4, 1 minus 10 by 4, pi by 4, 10 by pi by 4 is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0, or 1 minus 1 is 0. So 0 by 0 form will come. Because 1 minus root 2 sin x, sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2, root 2 cancel, 1 minus 1. So 0 by 0 form will come, which we don't want. Anything divided by 0, we don't want. So we need to rationalize it first. Multiply it by the rationalization factor. 1 plus root 2 sin x. So denominator a square minus b square. So 1 square minus root 2 sin x whole square. We will get 1 minus 2 sin square x. 1 minus 2 sin square x. And then you have 1 minus 10x. 1 plus root 2 sin x. This is 10x. 10x is sin x by cos x. 1 plus root 2 sin x. So 1 minus 2 sin square x is cos 2x. How? Because cos 2x is cos square x minus sin square x. So cos square x can be written as 1 minus sin square x. So it will be 1 minus 2 sin square x. So this 1 minus sin by cos, how can we write 1 minus sin by cos? That is going to be cos minus sin by cos. Cos minus sin by cos. Okay. So cos x minus sin x by cos x, and 1 minus 2 sin square x, just write it as cos 2x, and then you have 1 plus root 2 sin x. Now in place of cos 2x, you can write it as cos square x minus sin square x, as I said, right? So cos 2x, as I just said, it is cos square x minus sin square x. 1 minus sin square x, you can write it as 1 minus sin square x minus sin square x, that is going to be 1 minus sin square is cos square x. So you need to remember cos 2x is cos square x minus sin square x. This is the actual formula. 1 minus 2 sin square x or 2 cos square x minus 2, that has come later. So cos square x minus sin square x can be written as cos x minus sin x, cos x plus sin x. A minus b, a plus b. So cos minus sin x, and then we have cos plus sin x. So cos minus sin x, then cos, I'm just writing it in short because they are going to be cancelled anyways. Numerator 1 plus root 2 sin x. Okay, this gets cancelled. 1 plus root 2. Now apply the limit. 1 plus root 2 sin pi by 4. Sin pi by 4 is what? Sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Then you have cos pi by 4, I'm writing directly, cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. And sin x is also 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. And cos x is what? Cos 1 by root 2. Cos pi by 4. So root 2 can cancel, 1 plus 1 is 2. Now this is going to be 2 by root 2. 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 is 2 by root 2. And 1 by root 2 is already there outside. 2 by root 2. So 2 by, this gets cancelled, 2 only will come. Question number 31. This is limit x tends to pi, root 2 plus cos x minus 1 by x minus pi minus x whole square. So x is tending to pi here. So now what you can do is just take x as pi minus x. Just replace x as pi minus h. Take the left hand limit. So root 2 plus cos pi minus h minus 1, and then you have to apply the RF also, this rationalization factor. So pi minus h, pi minus h, denominator I am taking. So pi gets cancelled, h square. In denominator you will only have h square because we are taking x as pi minus h. Only h square will remain. Okay. So this cos pi minus h, cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. Cos 180 minus theta is minus cos h. So 2 minus cos h minus 1 divided by h square. So multiplying by the RF. So take this and with a plus sign, multiply numerator denominator by this. So I'll just show you here only. A minus b, a plus b. So a square minus b square will come. That is 2 minus cos h minus 1 will come. And then you have h square under root 2 minus cos h plus 1. So you have denominator h square, then under root 2 minus cos h plus 1. So what are you going to get? See, 2 cos h minus 1 was this 1 minus cos h, so 2 sin square h by 2. Denominator you have h square. I am having 4 and 4. That is h square by 4. And then denominator you have under root 2 minus cos h plus 1. So this whole is going to be 1. 2 gets cancelled. Means 2 to the 4 by 2. This is 2 minus cos h is, this h is 0, cos 0 is 1. So 2 minus 1 under root 2 minus 1 is different and 1 is different. I'll just change it. It is under root 2 minus cos h plus 1. So cos h, cos 0 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So under root 1 plus 1 will come. So 1 by 2 will come. So 1 by 2 was already there. Under root 2 minus cos h plus 1. Plus 1 is outside. So we have 2 minus cos 0. That is 1. So 1 by 1 plus 1. 1 by 2. And 1 by 2 is already there outside. So 1 by 2, 1 into 1 by 2 is 1 by 4. So this is 1 by 4. Question number 32. Here same thing. We have limit x tends to pi by 4. Root 2 minus cos x minus sin x by 4x minus pi. So x is tending to pi by 4. So here pi by 4, we can put x as pi by 4 plus h. I am taking the right hand limit this time. And you'll see what benefit we get. So you have root 2 minus cos pi by 4 minus pi by 4 plus h is minus sin pi by 4 plus h. So we are replacing x by pi by 4 plus h. Then you have in the denominator 4 into x. In the place of x we are writing pi by 4 plus h. So I am writing it here. 4x minus pi. So 4 into x. X you can write it as pi by 4 plus h minus pi. So this is all whole square. This is all whole square. So 4 into pi by 4 is pi, and this is 4h minus pi. Pi gets cancelled. You have 4h. 4h square is what? 16h square. The denominator will give you 16h square. Okay. Now you see this cos pi by 4 plus h. Cos a plus b formula you are going to apply. And here you will apply sin a plus b whole square. Sin a plus b formula. So cos a plus b. Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Sin a plus b, sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Here a is pi by 4, b is h. Wherever you see cos pi by 4 or sin pi by 4, just replace it by 1 by root 2. Because it is pi by 4 is 45 degree. So you have 1 by root 2. I am taking this only, the bracket 1. 1 by root 2 cos h minus 1 by root 2 sin h. And then you have 1 by root 2 cos h. Then you have plus 1 by root 2 sin h. Okay. Now if you see this sin gets cancelled. Because it is minus and plus. So minus plus cancel. Cos h and cos h are same. So 2 cos h by root 2. This is going to be 2 cos h by root 2. Okay. Now this, you can have 2 root 2 multiplied. So you have this root 2 gets cancelled. So root 2 cos h you can write. So root 2 is already there in the front. So root 2 minus root 2 cos h. Root 2 I am taking common. 1 minus cos h will be there. As I said, 16h square was already there. So you have root 2. 1 minus cos h can be written as 2 sin square h by 2. Okay. So this h was already there. H square is already there. So h square. And since we need 4, we have to multiply by 4. 16 into 4. So this whole is going to be, I just have to apply the limit. H tends to 0. This whole is going to be 1. Okay. Now this 2 gets cancelled. So we have root 2 by 32. Root by 32. You can also simplify it by multiplying numerator denominator by root 2. So root 2 is 2 and 32 root 2. 2 is 16. So 1 by 16 root 2 is going to be the final answer. Okay, this is question number 33, and this we are going to take in the next discussion. Till then, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.